afternoon. I see nobody's out there, but I'm gonna go ahead and jump in here and load this game up and see how things go from here. So basically, I don't know if any of you were watching this, but hey, Time Lord. So I figured I'd bring back this lovely game here for the afternoon. Probably do a Saturday series on this for a couple hours every Saturday just to see how things go. And the only reason I'm really doing this is because the VODs on this have gotten some really high reviews or ratings on rewatches, so just gonna see how things go. Yes, this is an old game. I don't know if you saw the title screen at all, but it's from 1995, so let's see, what is this guy? He's a master weaver. We've got no cotton here. We've got no food here, really. We got some turns. We'll just throw them over here in the town hall for right now. See what we come up with. Our base production is actually fur. Yeah, it's it's a little old game. Let's see how things go. We're of course under attack. Somehow we accidentally ended up at war with the Dutch. So I'm not sure exactly what we're going to be able to do about that. Let's see. And I've got no gold. I've only got 300 gold. So being able to do anything really about it, this may be a short-lived series, a short-lived game. 'Cause I'm not going to go back and try to load up an old save and see where we can go from there. We'll go ahead and clear the orders of that guy. Let's go over here. We want this to go up here because we seem to be getting attacked from there the most. We're actually not going to do anything with our cannon, but we are going to go ahead and enter this. We'll take this guy. Wrong area. We need to take this guy here. We need to just make him a colonist. Then we'll take this guy and make him a soldier. Don't have enough food. If I make one of these guys a farmer, he's only going to produce enough for himself, and that'll kill the ratings here, so I'm not going to worry about that too much at the moment. Just trying to figure out exactly where I was standing just before. Let's see. Before I ended last time, just to kind of catch up and see where everything was at. Like I said, we're gonna let that guy sit there and see how things go. So we may be losing this city down here. The Dutch took that, which is kind of sad. Like I said, this may be short-lived gameplay, but we'll see how things go. The Dutch are still aggravating us. So let's see. Got nothing here to sell. But some sugar and some tobacco. So we'll send that off. We are not producing enough food. Like I said, it's just one of those we're stuck in a bad situation at the moment. So let's see, can we get this guy down here? We'll let him rest. Thank you, Mama, for the host there. See, look, the cigars came back. Are we? Yeah, we're boycotted on those. Alright, Time Lord. So, are we producing cigars still? Good, we're not. We'll go ahead and send him down here as well. Let's see. Can we? All right. So that silver would be out of reach. Looking at just putting in another location that might be able to provide some benefit. So I need to make some money. So I need some silver. But I don't want it to be too far away. This looks good, but that's landlocked. This looks like a good place. We'll also get cotton. So we'll send that guy up there. We'll go ahead and let this guy charge and see how things go. We'll also send this guy and this guy. Send multiple colonists because, well, they're likely to get attacked and we want somebody to make it. Oh, the Tupi are at war with us as well. I forgot about that. So we got 400. We still don't have enough for an artillery. Can we recruit anybody? No, we can't train anybody either. So we'll send that back. Right now, this guy is our only defense here at the moment, so we'll leave him sitting there. And we'll send this colonist up here as well. Like I said, hopefully somebody will make it. Alright, so we actually made money off of that exchange. And you'll see this a lot. The game will turn around and just completely mess with everything that's going on. So that farmer's doing alright. Let's see. Let's change out our production here. Alright, so we've got fur, so if we take one of these guys and we make him a fur trader, that'll give us 2 coats. We need a lumberjack. And the last one here, we'll throw in as a pioneer. And we'll be good to go. And thank you, Rich, for the auto host there. Or the host, I should say. Thank you, everybody, for joining in and watching this stream here. But, you know, it's one of those, it's an old game. It's some good old nostalgia. Enjoy the aspects of it. And we'll see... you know what? Our privateer's already pretty much in Europe. Yes, I'll agree to a treaty. I'll let them go in peace. You know, end that war with them. Like I said, my privateer was pretty much already in Europe, so it being over there is no big deal. It's alright, Time Lord. I understand. See, here's the cheaty aspect. Hey Mama, how are you doing? Alright, so we've got these cigars. We can't do anything with them. Simply because, well, they've been boycotted or thrown into the, you know, basically I can't trade those with Europe at the moment. We'll retell that guy to fortify and continue to explore this upper island here. Somehow I ended up at war with the Tupi and the Dutch. The Dutch was completely by accident. Somehow one of my scouts had been able to attack, which actually they're not a unit that can attack, and you know, I just set them off to go explore an area, and they ended up attacking a random Dutch person sitting out there in the middle of nowhere. So I ended up at war, and I was just able to clear up that war with them. We've made a peace treaty, but the Tupi Indians are still attacking me, so you'll see occasionally they'll have a raiding party. So it's one of those that it's... Yeah, and I currently don't have a lot of golds. So it was one of those that I couldn't even defend myself. I actually lost to this colony. I just regained it back. So it was kind of a little interesting effort there that was going on. But we'll continue to send some of these goods off to Spain, try to get up a little bit more gold so that we can try to build up And yes, I did just re-attack the Dutch there. A little bit of a privateer action, go steal some of their goods. The Tupies, like I said, they're not too happy with me settling right close to their little area. But we just got Sierra de La Salle, so any colony that reaches a population of 3 will automatically get a stockade. Oh, actually, I just ended the war with them. So it's one of those that the privateer ships, they're basically like pirates. So attacking with them doesn't actually cause hostile actions. You just basically either you take that chance of losing your ship or gaining some loot from their goods. So it's one of those that, I stole some horses and some furs, which I desperately needed some horses. Definitely need to get some of my mounted troops up in the dragoon status instead of just regular walking troops. Like I said, the Tupi are attacking me. I'm losing colonists over here trying to get off for another colony left and right. Got these guys, dragoons, sitting here. Alright, so let's see. Who do we want? Alright, I know what he does. Doing this would be nice so that I can start trading the cigars again, but right now I've only got one boycotted item that I can't trade, so it'd be kind of a little early in the game. I've explored so many of these. That would have been a really good one at the beginning. The frigate wouldn't be too bad. I'm going to go with Benjamin Franklin because I don't want other people's wars to affect my status sitting out here in the middle of absolutely nowhere. Let's see. What do I want to produce next? Because right now I'm just basically upgrading. So I didn't want to build a stockade at first because I was waiting on the guy that just came into the Continental Congress to automatically give me that without having to expend those resources. So now that I have that, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade that to a fort. And of course the Dutch are still trying to attack. Oh no, that's Spanish. No, sorry, I'm the Spanish. So I'm not sure what they're doing. They're bringing in an artillery over here. Let's see, unload everything. I've got enough money. I'm going to purchase some artillery and send that back off. Hopefully it gets there in time to save my colony from that artillery. We'll go over here. Yes. Take this guy, we'll clear his orders, and in just a minute we'll send him up there. Load up some cargo to send off to try to make some more money. And so we're just running around trying to do some exploration. Some of the coats because they're worth more. This colony is now actually producing enough food to support itself. What do we need over here? And we'll continue to plow that spot to make sure that colony produces just a little bit more food. Just try to clear out this guy here. It's not the best place for a colony, especially for an opponent. Need to get that privateer back over here, start clearing up some of this. You know, I could have swore they just attacked me after the treaty. So you're no longer producing furs over here, so having a fur trader is no good. But make him a distiller and start producing rum. Let's see, they're over here attacking my Indian village that I want to attack myself. Maybe the Indians will keep them busy for a little while. Quite honestly, I don't need that lumber. I'm not selling lumber. That's one of the things I don't ever really sell. It's just too cheap. Are the background noises a little too loud there, Mama? Alright. Let's go ahead and upgrade this unit now that I got some horses here. Tell that to unload all cargo. Looks like, because we can't sell the cigars, looks like these are our two best valued items. And we'll send that off to Spain. Alright, for those of you watching, what shall the colony be named? Any suggestions? But that's the name of our actual land, I believe. So, this is our third colony. Colony number 2 is so, very aptly named Tech 2. That's good enough there, Mama. We'll just call it Colony. Highest production here is that. Let's see. How much do they want for this land? I'll go ahead and take that. We'll go ahead and put that down back over there. This guy is going to become a silver miner. This colony is now producing enough food by itself, so let's see. Do we need this colony to, or colonist to do anything? We're not producing enough food up here. Send him up here. I need that guy moved. Might as well demand some tribute before we attack. I want to plow that land that guy's sitting on. We'll just plow this area here. And we'll continue on. Get a little bit of gold from that village they pretty much destroyed for me. Like a blacksmith to up our production of these hammers here, and then we'll go ahead and produce a fort there. The old wagons only have a movement of 1, and you always want to protect them. So, any of you guys like to play any type of strategy game? Ah, yes, Risk. Such a wonderful strategy game. Best advice ever. Never get in a land war in Asia. If you can name the movie that made that saying famous. Move him there. So hopefully these pioneers will clear that land out and they'll start producing some more food here in just a moment. Let's see, where are the Dutch primarily? Are they all the way up here? Yeah. See if I can cancel that guy's movement and get this merchantman here. There we go. We'll send that off up here to that new little colony space and go collect some of that much coveted silver we've been mining. And as I had originally stated on stream a couple weeks ago, we're going to go ahead and try for some domination here, try to clear out some of these Indians. I get greater amounts of gold because I'm Spanish from the Indians than I normally would. So it's one of those that we've explored this entire area. Where's our colony here? Let's just move him to this leading edge here. Let this guy back out to patrol this area. Hi, how are you doing today? Hope you're doing alright. I'm sorry. I thought I had actually fixed that. Let's see. See if the nah, so that won't take effect till I restart the stream. I'd actually downgraded my video output for those mobile users, and I was hoping that it would take effect, but I guess I'd already gone live. So it's not going to take effect till next time. It's alright, I'm just playing some Colonization here. This is one of the best ways to get some money. Attacking Indians. Let's see. This is the capital. I guess we can go for that. Welcome back there, Time Lord. Poor guy is just gonna have to sit up there and wait for the time being because, well, I don't have anybody that can pick him up there yet. Okay, so we've got a free colonist here. Only going to produce a couple of food. Just making sure that everything's good here. Let's see. Before we go picking up all these goods and sending them off back to Spain, I want to pick up that colonist, or that scout. Drop him back off someplace else. Seems like most everybody's down here someplace. Got quite a bit of scouting down here to do still. Okay, so looks like I've gotten all of the tribute I'm going to get out of those Indians. See if we can't go raid some more ships of theirs. Fire this field again. Just to get the food production in that area up. Of course the Indians are going to raid. Oh wow. Killed my colonist. Which one was it? Ah, man. Killed my cotton planter. Alright, see, how far down here can I get? But yeah, it's a fun little game, and something just sit back, relax, enjoy some coffee, and chat with you guys about some little different things, and try to get things going. So changing that over to a blacksmith has greatly increased the production here. It'd be great if I had an expert ore miner instead of a weaver, I believe that is. Yeah. So that's somebody will want to get on a ship and get up to the other village that, or the other colony that's producing the cotton. Just so that we can produce some cloth, because maybe it's gonna produce a little more money than just the plain cotton. See how things go. go raid their cargo. Raided the Tupi capital. And they now bow to our power, letting us have whatever land we may want. We'll send that galleon back as an automatic and follow it with the Dragoon as protection for the gold, but it's going to automatically choose the best route for that galleon to get back. Alright, so they're wanting to kill my furs. I'm not taking that much of a that 19 tons of or 39 tons of silver just produced all the gold that I've made from the furs pretty much since the beginning. So things like I can go over here and purchase items, expert ore miner there. Hey Viper, how you doing today? Playing some good old nostalgia here from 1995. Little treasure known as Colonization. Yeah, that's kind of the deal here. Play a nice little old game with some coffee and just chill back. And thank you so much for that follow there, Viper. Alright, now that he's farmed that ground, we'll go ahead and start getting a road up here towards our other colony with him. Oh look, France. Yes. Go in peace. I don't need any more wars. Not right now, anyway. Trying to build ourselves up so that we can actually declare independence. I mean, we are raiding Indian encampments and stealing all their gold, but that's simply so that we can find a war with Europe to declare our independence. Yes. Well, you know, that's what this is. It's colonization. I'm not actually playing on the Americas map, but you basically play as one of the four main powers: the English, the Spanish, the Dutch, or the French. Each one has their own benefit to the game. Like the Spanish, which is what I'm playing as, has a attack bonus against Indians. They also get a benefit of a greater reward when raiding Indian encampments. You play as one of the European powers. You're colonizing a new world. You send goods back to Europe to, like here, I'm sending them back to Seville, Spain to sell them. From time to time, the European powers decide to increase the taxes, and you can choose to accept the taxes or boycott the goods. And as you can see here, I've boycotted cigars, and I've boycotted lumber, and I've boycotted furs, and I've boycotted food to keep my tax rate down, which is currently only at 3%. And that way I'm not, the last one when I boycotted the furs was a 3% increase. I didn't want a 3% increase on my taxes on everything I sold, so I boycotted it. They threw all of the furs that I had stacked up in one of the colonies in the harbor, and they're just something I can't trade anymore. So, it's very much that early American. I'm over here with a privateer, patrolling around the Dutch who are being a pain, and seeing if I can't steal any more of their goods. Here's my Spanish treasure of 900 gold, because I just destroyed an Indian encampment. I destroyed the capital of the Tupis. So, being very American in this aspect, being very Spanish. Because, well, nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. Okay, so we'll take this ore miner, make him a silver miner, make you a farmer, got no excess food here, I've got no tools. He's just gonna have to sit tight for a minute. Alright, so we'll load up some cargo. Send it back off to Spain. Let's see. See, out of the 900, they took taxes for transporting it. If I had a galleon of my own, which is 6,000 gold, I could have moved it on my own for free, but that's a pain. Let's see. I wonder if we can get him trained up. That's a TP encampment. We'll send him over there. Of course, I take my privateer out of the area and they instantly bring out their ships. Got the maximum size warehouse. Okay, so I'm not having to worry too much about that. I need another 100 tons of tools in order to create this fortress, so I can sit there for a while. Oh look, free horses. Oh, no, never mind. They didn't give me the horses too. Yes, I do know who you are. Man behind the mask. The one who, does repairs. No, I was telling her last night on her stream, I was watching somebody else stream yesterday, and they, there was somebody else that had a name that was very similar to yours, but I think theirs was like Viper Dash, and it was like Strike or something. You know, it was something very similar, and I thought it was you when I first glanced at it. So I sent them a direct message, and I'm like, hey, aren't you supposed to be fixing a computer instead of watching streams? And they responded back, they're like, yeah, but I'll do that tomorrow. And I almost messaged Mama right away saying, hey, you better get all over Viper for not fixing your computer. You know, he's saying he's going to wait till tomorrow. And then they're like, by the way, who is this? And it's like, oh, well, maybe this isn't the right Viper. And so I went to go look and noticed that it wasn't the right one. It's like, hey, sorry, wrong user, man. But just call somebody out randomly for not fixing a computer, and they're like, yeah, I'll get to it tomorrow, and come to find out they were actually supposed to be fixing a computer. Let's see. Who do I need? Could use an expert silver miner. Nobody's there, so let's go with an expert farmer. Send that one back off as they go. Load as much of that as we can. Send that off with a cargo of rum and tobacco. That's not actually supposed to be going there. That's supposed to be up there. All the wrong moves. Sometimes when you've got these guys that are sitting out here doing the stuff for a long time, they'll actually learn to become a master at their trade. So now I've got this guy producing way more sugar than my distiller can keep up with, because he's not a master either. One of the things that can change that is if I change this over, but I don't want to do that because that's a waste of all of the resources I've already put into this. So I'll wait a few turns when that fortress is done. Alright, so I made some mistakes over here. I want that guy back there. I want this guy to go down here. I want this guy to go back up here and raid this tribe. See, now I'm starting to produce some money. Benjamin Franklin joins the Continental Congress. European affairs no longer affect. And they got nothing to give us as tribute. The joys. So we'll just have to burn the camp down. See what we can forcefully take, because they've said they've got nothing to give us. Alright, so next up, I want a new trade advisor, so I'm going to work on trade, because I want to try to get the customs house. Then I can stop sending ships back and forth to Europe. I can just trade goods automatically, and it'll allow me to trade goods after I declare independence as well. Alright, so this guy can become an ore miner someplace else, maybe. That guy's gonna mine silver. Make you a colonist. Make you a farmer. Alright, so I can put one person back in. Let's go with the lumberjack for now. And we'll fortify him for the time being, so that we're not prompted every turn to do something with him. Alright, let's see. They've got ships running around here somewhere. Let's see if we can go kill this merchantman real quick. Didn't quite catch up. Alright, because this is a colonization and coffee, I can't really have colonization and coffee without a full cup of coffee. So I'm going to step away for a second and make myself another cup. I'm going to drop this over to my BRB screen. And I'll be right back with you here. Ready. I'm back here. Bring you back in game. Finish off this village. It's another 300 free gold. Or, yeah, the Indian village there. And see how things go as we continue on trying to discover all of these lands. Get rid of these Dutch ships in the area. And enjoy some nice soothing game sounds. Like random cannon fire. Let's see, how much is that going to cost us? Yeah, we'll just go ahead and buy those tools. This guy down here seems to be stuck. Our privateer got damaged. Darn. But such is luck. He's produced quite a bit of cargo for us, so he's damaged. He's off for repairs. And produce an armory. So we can start producing our own weapons. I really want those Dutch off my land. But I have an idea of how I might be able to get them to move. Can't fortify there without breaking the treaty. Well, I'll just leave them there for right now. Really thought you could fortify on a piece of land without breaking a treaty. Oh look, a stamp act. They're gonna raise my the problem is with this, they want to raise my tax rate by 5%. I don't have a master weaver yet. So now all of this cotton that I'm producing now is worthless to sell. Because I don't want to pay 8% on taxes. Go ahead and produce that rum distillery, get that stuff going there. No, we don't want to attack the Apache. All this cotton's going to waste because, well, I don't have somebody to do anything with it. Joys of trying to get things to progress. Just sitting here working through. There we go. You go make cloth. You too. That's Apache. We don't want to attack them. Let's see. What does our Indian advisor say? The Tupi have 2 camps left. It's an amazing thing just to be down to that area and figure out, you know, which ones are theirs. A lot of Europeans down here. Okay, so they're bringing in all of these people around my colonies. My privateer is currently in Europe. I'm gonna pay it. Simply because I don't want to deal with the people sitting there right outside my colony where all they have to do is fortify those and I lose all production on that. It looks like this privateer's only got 1 turn left before it's prepared. Spending money on people. Make a distiller for the time being. Kind of produce some of that. Wonderful rum. Get that going and see how things go. But the joys of it all and seeing how we can get through here and trying to navigate some of these lands with that. A little war going on down here and I'm trying to navigate through and just explore some land. I don't want to be involved in it, and any type of move that I make may cause some issues. But for those of you who are interested, one of the things that we're trying to do is get up enough gold and resources for independence. Because if we go over here and look at the screen, currently the Spanish have their expeditionary forces, which are 25 soldiers, 10 dragoons, 8 artillery, and 5 ships that we will end up having to defeat in order to win our independence. So we'll need an army because these are all considered veteran troops. They actually have a bonus over what we will produce until our colonists gain that veterancy. So we'll need to have a greater number of troops than this, but the more troops we get, the more troops they get. So not only will we have to have a stock base of troops, but we'll also have to throw in a production of like artillery at our colonies to be able to continue and to win the war. Okay, so we'll get that guy on the Weaver side. We need somebody to become a lumberjack. And I need tools because I need to clear up some ground. Get this guy producing a little more. Or the colony base area to produce a little more. So I'm gonna let him sit for right now. This colonist that I had building the road, I'm gonna fill him up with tools. Oh, never mind. He's gone. To make sure we're not boycotted on cloth here. We'll send that off to Spain and see where we get from here. I'm wondering if I can load some tools on this privateer and get it up there in time to actually do some good. I don't have somebody else fortified here? No. We'll just down to fortified for now. But it's a wonderful little old game, and just being able to enjoy the time, sit here, chat with anybody willing to watch, and run out of cotton over here, so send you back to planting cotton. Now we're producing way more here. What do we need? What do we need? Oh, we actually need better tool production. There is a spot here, where we can get some more ore. So we'll do that. I'm gonna risk it with this gold. See if I can't just go finish wiping out the 2B. Before they attack that. Well, welcome home, Em. I can't do anything with the tobacco. Yeah, watch the stream finally. That's cool. Let's see. I want to throw tools on there. I don't need to recruit anybody there. Master Weaver would be nice, and send them off as they go. Okay, so we've produced a round distillery over here. not producing any sugar at the moment, but I will be here shortly. And we'll change this. Up our Liberty Bell production. You're gonna miss the last of the tupies getting destroyed here very shortly. Nothing but rumors, darn. Yep, it's the last of the tupies. The second we'll pull up our reports here and you'll see that the tupies no longer exist. Let's see, Indian advisor. Tupi extinct. Very American of me, I know. See, where should we go with him? Let's send him over here. The crown can take the gold for me. Ah, sneak attack by the Dutch. The Dutch decided to attack. They fortified a troop here. Let's see if we can clear the orders of that. Send you there. Well, that's alright, Time Lord. I just got attacked by the Dutch again. Alright, let's set this weaver and making cloth. Oh, I can't make an expert. Oh, I gotta unload the cargo first, and then we can make him a pioneer. That's who I'm playing. Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. I don't want to lose my fort up here, so I gotta get something up there to protect it. Well, it's just nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition, that's all. You know? Send this guy down here. Yeah, the whole Dutch thing, I mean, they've been at me all the game. Trying to take over everything and destroy all of my capabilities and take over my colonies, take over everything. It's just, let's see, I'm gonna risk this. Alright, so now I got another soldier here. No, he reversed to colonist, that's right. Let me make some guns. Any more troops? I can't, I gotta let them increase that tax rate. I can't get rid of that silver. I gotta have that silver. That's the only, I mean, that's the biggest thing I've got for... This guy's an indentured servant over here. Thought that was the French that, you know, Foreign Legion that used the indentured servants and stuff to... And look at this guy. He built the village right here, or a colony right here. Unload all the cargo. Let's see. Armed with muskets. Equipped with horses. Yes. Get those guys sailing off. Go back to plant sugar. How many? It requires 100. Oh, I'll let it go. It'll be next turn regardless, so... We suggest an alliance. Attack the Dutch. I don't have enough money, darn. I wish I did. Really wish I did have enough money to get somebody else to join in the war against the Dutch, distract some, especially the French, because if you look right here, oh fine. The French put a colony in right here between the Dutch and I, so if they were to join in forces with me, then that would completely distract them and pull them off of me for a little bit. We've never conducted piracy. Yes, go in peace. Well, the Dutch made peace again for the time being, which is fine by me. They're not wasted money fighting a war against them. Go ahead and get this fortress in here. Go ahead and get a dry dock started. I'm gonna have to have one at some point. Let's see. Wrong button. And then, of course, the Indians bring us some wonderful food, you know, in a place that we've been eating food for a long time. And now that we've got our food problem solved, they decide to bring us food as a gift. I guess they just want a big feast. We want you to go to there as fast as possible. And cleared the oasis, so now I'm not producing enough food. Oh, joys. Well, we'll plow it again, see if we can't get that 2 food back. Totally forgot about that. That I was sitting on an oasis, and I just cleared the oasis. Right. Oh no, I can't do anything with the tobacco. become a soldier. I wanted to drop those horses off so that they can produce through the stable, and I can have a nice stockpile for when we finally declare independence. And we'll just continue through here for a little longer. Not sure how much longer I'm going to continue this today. May have to take a break for a little bit and see how things go on, but I'll continue for now. Okay, so under Europe, we can trade tobacco. Okay, so we'll load rum, and we'll load more rum. And when does it send you? Spain. Oh, good. The Indians are fighting the Dutch. Now we don't have to deal with them. But why is the rum gone? I've taken it off to Spain to sell it. It was more, the rum that I had was worth more than the tobacco. The quarter load, yeah. Because it's basically stacks of 100. I only had like 135 at the time. And the 35 rum was worth more than the 100 tobacco. Yes. Believe it or not, the rum is actually sitting on a privateer. So, I've got a privateer loaded with rum, sailing the ocean. Sold so much rum that the price of rum fell $2 per. It's a decent amount of rum. Let's see. Okay, so that only jumped up to 3. This is Broadleaf Forest. We'll just go ahead and plow this. See if we can't get some more food production going. They really take that land. I can do nothing with this land because the game gave it to this colony because they have to have one land. Alright. This colony's gotta go. I'm sorry. I gotta reinitiate war with the Dutch. They put a colony right here next to my base. I can't have them sitting here taking up my land. I need those resources. They're affecting my capability to produce my own goods. Yep, so definitely need to reinitiate war with the Dutch. We're gonna break our treaty. We're gonna attack this village. I need to come up here to... Got to unfortify somebody else. I'll take the Master Gunsmith. Yeah, you know, that can be quite a quite a challenge in itself. Let's move him back there. Let's leave him there. He got rooted. Send him back up here so we can go get some guns. We've discovered everything. We'll send him back home to Isabella, the main colony there, just to be able to utilize him in some other fashion. I know, I've still got half the map out here, and there's probably another huge island out here, but I'm not interested in searching for that right now. Unload all cargo. Let's grab a veteran soldier. We'll equip him with horses and we'll send him off. Wow, my artillery got damaged. That's not what I want. I want to select him here more. Oh, I don't have quite enough muskets yet. What am I producing per turn? 3. It'll be 3 more turns before I can convert him. What do I have up here? Nobody, alright. Supposed to be going back home. Gotta wait a couple of turns. I really gotta get rid of this colony down here. That way I can, like I said, reclaim my land, get my resources back, be able to produce in that colony what I need to again. Alright, let's check out up here what our food production's like. We didn't actually increase anymore. We still don't have enough of those just yet. One more turn. And here we go. Purchase some artillery. Which, not really worried about this at the moment, so I'll go ahead and switch it over. How much money do I have? Let's see if they'll... Oh, they don't have any contact with the Dutch. Interesting. Make this guy a gunsmith. We'll take him, throw him there. Go ahead and make him the dragoon that we were going to make him in the first place. We'll leave the colony as it sits for the moment. And hopefully this Dutch colony is not going to take too long to destroy. Alright, and look, we have access back to the square. Interesting. Good news, but we're already at war, so we might as well destroy the village. Yes, that is Dad, Ellie. Sitting here playing a game that's 1995 again. Sitting here working through this and having some fun, relaxed day. Drinking some coffee. I'm sure she knows when she was born there, Cyclops. I will let them have the silver. I don't need to go to war with them just yet. Hopefully we can get by here without too much more trouble. Alright, so if we take this farmer, hi Flo, how you doing today? Turn him into a pioneer for the tools. Hot. Ah, we got this guy over here. Turn this guy into a colonist. Yes, we'll abandon the colony. I don't want anybody sitting there. Prince are friends. We've never condoned piracy. Yes, we'll agree to peace. And just like that, take over one of their colonies and destroy them, and now they want peace. But they're still fortified on my land. Go back to war with them. I don't want them on my land. So how's your day going there, Flo? You having a good time? Hope everything's going well with you. All right. We got no way to make ore here. Let's see. Any place. Be good to set up another colony. No. Okay. Hey Ellie, you can't do that unless you're offering me a slice as well. Because you know I would enjoy a good slice of pie. Okay, so one extra food. This guy produce ore there. No. I don't know what to do with this guy. Hi Sophie, how are you doing? Discord. If I go over to Discord there, Ellie, are you going to talk and tell me? Or are you saying Discord because you've got pictures over there? Thank you, Sophie, for that follow. I very much appreciate it. I'm only about halfway to where I need to be. Alright, Ellie. Let me look at this. Absolutely. Are those Heinz beans? I guess those are Heinz beans, or... Yeah. Gee, how did I know? We gotta do is look at them. No, don't go Flo. Criminals. Let's go over here. Just send you up there. Actually, can I use anyone here? What it's supposed to be doing? This guy is supposed to be going there. Let the guy sit for a moment. Captured my pioneers. But I don't know who all may be watching at the moment, but welcome. If you haven't seen the stream for a while, we're here just like checking in now in the last few minutes. Basically, I'm sitting here playing through just some old memories games at the moment. Right now we're playing Sid Meier's Colonization, going through trying to play as a Spanish and work our way through independence. Dealing with different aspects. The Dutch hate us right now. They've been fighting with us all game. We've been having issues with them and just trying to deal with that. Continue to fight them off, and every time we turn around and end up making peace, they do something stupid like put a colony right here. And because when you build a colony, it has to have at least one resource other than its own, it took one of the resources from my colony that I was using. I know how you feel, Ellie, but the effort is worth it for a good cup of tea. You know that, and I know you know that. See, where's mine there, Cyclops? You gotta send that my way too. I'll even DM you the phone number to call. You don't know what stromboli is, Ellie? Think of this. You got a pizza that's covered in all of this wonderful toppings, right? And before you actually bake it, you fold it in half and seal it up. And then you bake it, and you end up with this wonderful, wonderfully stuffed, with all your pizza toppings. And then when it comes out of the oven, they cover the top of it with fresh butter and garlic sauce so that it's got that nice juicy goodness on the top. I didn't say it's is pizza, but it's kind of like that. Oh, come on. It's just as good as Meeps and Tatties and fish and chips and let's see, what's another good one? Liver and onions. No, see, that's the thing. It's not a pizza. It's a stromboli. You don't eat fish and chips? You probably don't eat Meeps and Tatties either. Yeah. See, technically, he's not eating a stromboli either. He's probably eating a calzone. A stromboli is actually where they take and they put the dough out in a type of a square, and then they roll it. So you get that nice, wonderful goodness all the way throughout. She can't be English if she's doesn't eat things like Meeps and Tatties and fish and chips and now. How about this, Ellie? Do you enjoy a good kebab? At least. How can you call yourself English? Ah, that's right. You don't eat meat. Alright, so well, you don't like to eat a lot of meat. Do you like some stuff from north of the wall, something like shepherd's pie? Hey, there's so much good food around the world. And many of it, or much of it, most people wouldn't even think twice about even considering eating. But it's one of those things that if you go into it with an open mind, don't ask what it is. Eat it first. Taste it. And you'll realize how much there is out there that you never would have considered. I've Now I do enjoy a good curry. I prefer a Thai curry over an Indian curry, especially the next morning. So you get it for dinner, and you mix some curry and some rice and things like that. But then I take that leftover curry and I go stick it in the fridge overnight. And the next morning, I'll pull it out and I'll leave it set out just so that it kind of warms up and it's not that refrigerated cold temperature, but it's closer to normal room temperature. Still a little bit on the cool side, and you mix that up with some rice, and you just have that, mid morning, 9, 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, an hour or two after you wake up, and that's the best time to eat that Indian curry or that Thai curry. Indian curries can be good too, but you gotta have that naan bread. I prefer something more along the lines of a chicken tikka. That's more the Middle Eastern flavors that I enjoy, but you gotta have that naan bread. Reminds me of a yes. Um, you're saying you like Chinese food. Reminds me of a quote from a movie where the main characters in the movie wake up in a Chinese food restaurant in a laundry bin. They'd been put to sleep and moved there, and they wake up and they're like, "How did we get here? Why are we in a Chinese food restaurant?" And one of the characters sticks his head out the front door, and he comes back in, and he's like, "I'm pretty sure they just call it food here." But all right, let's see. Orders. Disband. Yes, I want to disband that colonist. See, that's what I do with indentured servants, because there's no training them. There's nothing you can do with them. They just basically are the lowest producing people in the society in this game, and so you run them off in the middle of the wilderness and you just disband them. Well, you're a little young for a reasonable explanation. Just that's why it is. That's how they developed. You know, they developed with prehensile tails and bums that look like they're inside out. Just leave it at that, and that's the way that they developed or were created, or whatever your view may be. Alright. So we're gonna go ahead and buy that. Our tool number keeps going down because we're producing so much so many muskets there. Can't do anything with furs. I can make coats. Let's see, where is the fur trader? Make some coats. Alrighty, so we can take this guy finally. Got 49 muskets. I gotta wait another turn before I can do anything with them. There's nothing I can do with this one here. Can I do anything with them here? Not really. I'll send them down there just in case there is something I can do with them there. Let's attack this guy. Finally. Yeah, it's any more farmers. Really do. I need more farmers, more experts. See, like this guy is only gonna produce 2 food. Just gonna produce it there. Alright, so we'll go over here. Make him a pioneer. That was that. Alright, so I'll tell this guy to fortify. Alright, so we finally got the muskets we needed. Turn this guy into a soldier. Tell him to fortify. Alrighty. Check something here real quick. Alrighty, so move this guy over here and tell him to clear some land because our farmer's going to be the most use in that location. Okay, this guy's taking forever to get back. But we'll continue with the gameplay for a little longer and see how things go and see how everybody's enjoying this. And if you have any friends that might be enjoy the content, please let them know. Okay, so this expert farmer will go there. Throws my numbers here off. You're not supposed to be doing that. What am I missing? I'm missing a toolsmith. Or a blacksmith. Yes, Ellie. You said my name. Hi. I want 9,000. I'm not paying that. You got your tea? Well, I've been without coffee since the last break because I pretty much drank it all right away. So I may have to take another break here in just a minute and go grab some tea. But for now, I'll sit here and continue on. This is in here. I'll complete it because my production of guns here is using all my tools. So I don't have a master carpenter. I mean a master blacksmith over here. Ah, yes, baby shark. Do 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 do. Where's M when you can annoy her? Yeah. Ellie over here is saying she's painting baby shark for you. Gonna make a whole series of paintings to go up in your room, so you can make like a border across the top of the wall. It's gonna be like baby shark doo 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 doo, mama shark doo 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 doo. Ellie shark doo 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 doo. Look at this. I just bought the tools to complete this. And the gunsmith used all of the excess tools to make guns. Oh, the whole family on one? No, that works too. Ah, commissioned work. That makes you a professional. It really does. You're now a professional painter there, Ellie. But technically, like in the sports realm, as soon as you're paid to play, you're considered professional. In the art realm, once you get a commissioned work, whether it's paid or unpaid, you actually become a professional then. In the IT realm, you don't become a professional until you've been in the industry for a certain number of years, have a certain amount of experience, and a certain number of and or a certain number of certificates. So it's, you have to be there for a certain number of years, you have to have worked in the industry a certain number of years, and you also have to have a certain amount of experience and capability or certificates to back up all of that. And so it's kind of an interesting mix. And more farmers. Let's train another farmer. Let's tell this one, don't get on next ship. We'll sail with one. Then we'll tell him to board the next ship and sail with the other ship. See, this is almost depleted over here. So when that is depleted, then our export ore miner will go in there instead of producing silver. we'll start producing ore over here. See, it's just listed as mountains now. We'll go ahead and switch him over. And we'll tell this guy go to being a carpenter. We'll tell him to go to blacksmith shop. Let's see, what was I gonna do with him? Oh yes. Alright, so I think this is a good point to take a break for a moment. We'll use this as an opportunity to... Oh wait, we gotta do the Continental Congress first. Trade with foreign colonies allowed. Your foreign trade advisors become more revealing. Continue the turn. So if we go over here to Foreign Affairs Advisor, English, they're at peace with the other countries. They've got a bigger military power than me. I've got the lowest military power. I've also got the second lowest number of colonies. I'm at war with the Netherlands. Looks like the English has not met the Netherlands. Quite interesting. Oh, I just spent all my gold. Alright, so as I was saying, this looks like a good spot to take a quick break, grab some tea, have a nice little quick couple of moments to relax your eyes from the screen and take a deep breath, stretch, you know, all of those wonderful little items. So I'm going to step away from here for just a second. I'll put this be right back screen up. You can listen to the sounds of the nice little background music for just a moment, and I'll be right back with you. I'm back here. I'm just gonna grab a drink of some water. I did forget tea because the dog needed to go out. Get my grandpa blanket resituated here. And see how things go. I see some of you have betrayed me a little bit and jumped into another stream. But that's alright. You're allowed to go watch Strath. This is just a fun, relaxing little bit of time to pass the day. Probably not gonna play here for about 20 more minutes or so. And let's see how things go in the next 20 minutes or so, and then we'll look at... Well, thank you, Ellie, for still being here. Let's see, who can we get? Factory level buildings. That's always a good one. We'll go with that. Let's see. Yeah, I know we're rapidly depleting our food over here. Because we got one too many people in town. If we get some Liberty Bells produced over here, try to get some of that production there up. We're producing way too much. See, this is kind of one of those things. I'm using all my tools there in Isabel to see, now I know I put both those farmers on different ships when they left. And they both ended up on the same ship. You gotta love those good old bugs in those old games. So, this ship's the faster ship. We'll send him up here to the colony that's farther away. And we'll send the other two to the places where they needed to go. Down here, because we need more food production down here. We also need more food production at the other colony. Let's see. We do want this guy to plow to up the food production there, because we're still in a negative food production. Yeah, I know you're... see, let's... The problem is, if I do that, I'm still gonna end up... not having enough. So we'll go this route. I think I've got a way around some of that here that I'm going to start utilizing in just a minute. We're down 3 food. Can this guy produce? No. And he's producing the most food that he can. Let him go another turn or two and then we'll pull him back out once he's depleted the food store so we don't lose him. Let's see. Make him a farmer. See, both of our farmers swapped ships when they passed through the same square. It's a pain, this game. Tell him to get on the next ship here. Oh wow. We've never condoned piracy. Yes. Go in peace. No, look, we're no longer at war with them. Maybe they'll stop attacking. And we'll continue. See how these guys go. You gotta love that. Privateer got repaired in 1 turn. Actually, I wonder if we can send them down here and start raiding some of this other stuff. The Dutch took the city. So let's see. If we take you, tell you to sentry. Do we have anybody down here? Yeah, we'll tell him to sentry. Actually, we'll tell him to clear his orders. Go ahead and send him down there. Alright, so we got this farmer producing a lot more food over here. We need a expert fisherman. See, the sad thing is I created that colony, so I can't win independence without it. Alright, so who's my musket provider? Let's put you over here. We want to get this rating up here as much as possible. Tell this guy to go up here. Can't see your name there, but yes, an expert lumberjack would be nice. Mildot? Mildolt? Midolt? However you say your name there. Thank you very much for joining us. You know, experts in every profession would be wonderful, but you know, sometimes we have to deal with these just colonists standing around that we're working with, and Mildolf. Meadolf? Okay. The reason I can't see the name is it shows up as black on black for me. It really kind of is a micromanagement game, because you gotta sit here and you gotta work with everything that you're dealing. You get your little towns and you gotta manage production in each one of them, and you can move things around between colonies, and the ultimate goal, of course, is to declare independence of the European nation that you started off as. So, you know, I started off as the Spaniards, or as the Spanish, and it's one of those that the Dutch have been fighting me all game. They've been harassing me, fighting me, trying to, you know, being at war with me, and that's one of the reasons why I've got such little military powers. I'm constantly fighting with them. Absolutely. You know, it's some of those old memories there, and just you know, dealing with the time frames and everything else. Things like here, you know, I just had this gunsmith sitting over here producing guns, and he was using all of my tools, and I can't complete any buildings because they all require tools. And so here I am, I'm fixing to be ready to produce an artillery, and I've got no tools because I just moved my gunsmith out, so that I could have some tool production going. And I've got limited amounts of gold at the moment. I didn't look at what was going on here when I was here. Yeah, I've done that as well. Let's go ahead and turn him into a dragoon because, well, producing cigars at the moment's a futile thing. I've got an embargo on them. And it's just, you know, some of those old memories from when the game was, you know, pretty new. As you can see here, you know, I'm just gonna let it continue. My overall independent, you know. Yeah, it's one of those that, as I said, the Dutch have been at me all game. No, it's these Dutch. They've I was off exploring the map somewhere up here and came across one of their troops with a scout, and he was automatically set to go someplace, and I wasn't paying attention and just clicked and ended up attacking with the scout in the middle of nowhere, and just ended up in a war that's been on and off all game. They even set up a little colony right here below my little colony Tech 2 there, and because the way the game works, a colony that close, the game automatically gives at least one land square in addition to the colony, and it took one of my main production squares away from that colony, and so I had to, I just declared, gained peace with the Dutch, and then they turned around and they settled their troop there, and then I had to turn around and re-attack them to gain my main production square at the time back. And so it's been an on and off war all along. Let's see, can I get a fisherman? Yeah. And so it's just been one of those constant back and forth with the Dutch. Yeah, but they want $10,000 to lift the embargo. And I've been hoping to get the yeah, it's because I've been producing a lot of rum. So the price on it's down. Silver's down from 20 because I was producing a lot of silver cloth. The Dutch ran in, took over a colony that I was producing a bunch of cloth at, and then declared peace. And so now I'm sending some troops up there to go try to take the colony back, because, well, I can't win independence without every colony that I started off with. It's just one of the mechanics of the game. So now I gotta go back and redeclare war with the Dutch, even though I just gained peace with them. And again, and it's just one of those things. And as you can see, cigars, 9,500. I'm currently sitting at 132 at the moment. That's one of those things that I've never actually really dealt with, is a lot of those trade goods. It's trading with the natives. It's always been yeah, I know it's kind of hefty, and I've been hoping that I would get I can't remember his name, the Continental Congress member that would let you have a customs house so that I can still trade those even though there's the embargo, because there's a little trick to that where if you set it as something that's tradable, once you get to 100 tons it'll still trade it even if you owe taxes. So that's one of those that I was hoping to get to, but I don't happen to have the capability. Yeah, I'm not sure either. It'd be one of those things that I'd have to take a colonist, send them off to one of the tribes, see what they're interested in, and actually build a wagon train to send over there. But with the Dutch running around all over the place, alright, so what was I going to produce over here? Go back and produce that college. And it's just one of those until actually, let's go ahead. Make this guy a colonist real quick. Yeah, and see, that was something else. Is at one point they had offered to to join an alliance and fight the Dutch with me, and I was 5 gold short of the amount that they wanted, and it would have been a perfect little buffer right there between the Dutch who settled here, just so that they would have a place to launch attacks against me, and the Dutch, and it's just one of those. That's the way it. That's the way it went, and I was hoping that I could do something with it, but they're just far enough away that they are able to not encroach on my land that I've got going. So that's all I needed. Go down here. Break our little treaty here. Try to get our little colony back. Alright, so let's see. If I send you here, what do we get here? Yeah, and that's one of those that I made a mistake one time where, I was set up, I forget who I was set up as, but I was trading guns and horses with the Aztecs, and then turn around, and a few turns later they came in and wiped me out. So, alright, so this guy can go become a colonist for a minute. That's not what I wanted. Where'd you go? Go over here. Alright, so if I can make you a statesman, that works for right now. What's my production of? Make this guy a pioneer. We'll send him up here to Isabella, have him drop off his tools because we need tools there, and then we'll convert him to a soldier. And we'll continue on this wonderful fighting journey. I know the government's inefficient. Yeah. I think this gameplay is pretty doomed. mean, it was early when I ended up at war with the Dutch, and it's just been draining me all game. So I may just have to declare this one a loss and start over next time I stream. Taxes are killing me. Dutch have been killing me. The Indians were, the TP were raiding me on top of the Dutch at one point and just slaughtering everything, stealing all my gold. No sooner than I'd get a ship of goods transported back to back to Spain, the TP would come in and wipe out everything I just gained before I could do anything with it. So they're now extinct. Always. Right now, that's my most profitable thing. I gotta accept that because otherwise I got nothing. Don't have enough gold for any artillery or anything. Do this here. More colonist. Take this guy. Upgrade him to a dragoon. We'll tell him to fortify. This guy will go back to, that's not what I want. I want him to go back to being a gunsmith. And we'll send this guy over to be a statesman. Hopefully we get those factory level buildings too before too long. Not now, thanks. Perhaps another time. I need a fur trader. I can't sell the goats. At least I don't think I can. Oh, I can sell the coats. Alright, so I'm gonna make you change. No. What are you producing? I'm going to make Isabella change. I want you to produce a wagon train. You're going to go over here. You're going to become a master fur trader. I'm going to set up a wagon train back and forth. See what I can come up with here. Now we'll go back to producing a college. Privateer. Let's send it up there to see if I can't raid some of their supplies. Alright, so I don't have enough muskets yet. This guy will just get fortified. Okay, let's see. Create trade route, starting from here. Land route. Go here. We want rum, fur, tobacco. I want you to begin that trade route. Go there first. Okay, so everybody's just gained to base 1 because I'm at 50%, but that's about to drop as soon as this fur trader gets back. This guy over here is fortified again, which means I'm not producing enough ore, which means I really need my factory level buildings. I'm gonna make him wait a turn. Look at that. And of course there's an expert fisherman there. So we'll take this, and we'll take this. The RNG in this game has been killing me. Let's use up some of this lumber before we lose it all. I want those furs on there. Producing more lumber everywhere than I can actually utilize because of pioneers. Alright, well, I think at this point I'm gonna call it for today on this. For those of you that might be around, I'll try to get back on here in probably 3-4 hours and do some more probably from Minecraft at that point. Try to get some work done on the big base over there and see how things are going from that aspect. So we'll see about getting somebody not a problem. I'm basically right now I'm gonna be doing a Saturday afternoon nostalgia stream, or 8-bit stream, whatever it may, if you want to call it, some of those memories. I figured I'd start off with Colonization. I'm not sure what I'll play next. I'll probably next week I'll probably start fresh on this game because, well, it's this playthrough's just not doing too well. I got my rear side handed to me multiple times by the Dutch. I've been trying to fight for keep my own colonies because one little misclick early in the game, and so I'll probably start over, try to do something a little more, something a little different. Probably get one good playthrough of this, and then I'll probably switch over to another older game. So if you have any suggestions, that would be great at that time. But for right now, I'll play a nostalgia stream on Saturdays, and welcome for any suggestions. Those old 8-bit memories, playing some of those early games. Outside of that, I do stream some Minecraft a couple nights a week, and really enjoy watching or playing some of those games, or playing some of that. I've got a big base I'm working on, so if you're interested in some more, you can always hit that follow button and follow me, and we'll definitely be doing some more of these streams in the future. So let's see. Need to do a raid. Who's online? Alright, so let's see. Doing some interesting I always try to raid within the same type of categories, so let me see if there's somebody around that might be streaming something along the same lines. keep you guys in similar interest here, and let's see. See if I can't find someone out here real quick. Alright, so we're going to send you guys over to Red Phoenix. He's playing some Civ 6 actually, and see how things go from there. I hope you guys have a good evening. And so as I said, I'll be back in a few hours if you're interested in watching some more. I'll be playing Minecraft. Have a good day.